Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be tackling this mess of a house. This is what my kitchen looks like. As you can see, I have not done the dishes since yesterday, and we have stuff kind of laying all around, trash to take out, stuff from presents, and a big box from a mirror that I got for my birthday. Laundry needs to be done, and there is a giant fort in my living room that has to finally come down, as well as the couch being destroyed. We're gonna get that all taken care of today. So the first place I'm going to start is in the kitchen. I always like to do the dishes first, especially when I have a full sink. It just makes it easier for me to get a clean kitchen. So I'm gonna start by unloading our dishwasher.
'Cause you're not here. It's been way too long. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. If I could lay down beside.
We recently got this dishwasher new. Our other one had broken. We live in a rental, so this is the one that they gave us to replace the old one. And the bad thing about it is it does not dry things properly. So my cutting boards, I always have to dry off, and then the silverware, the way it sits in the door to be washed, I always end up having to dry too. It's an extra step that I don't like, but I'd rather dry the things off than have sopping wet silverware in the drawer.
Been gone for way too long now. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you.
So these are actually the dishes from the night before from dinner, and I don't always leave them in the sink overnight, but sometimes our dishwasher doesn't get full till the evening, and when that happens I'll run it, and then after dinner I just do not feel like unloading and reloading, so I just save it till the morning because I want to be able to sit down and relax with my family at the end of the day. I know some people like to go to bed with a really clean house so that they wake up to a clean house, but for me it's nice to just be able to let some things go, and then I just tackle it in the morning when I get up.
When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. If I could lay down beside you, I would. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. If I can lay down beside you, I will.
As soon as the dishes are done, the thing I like to do is take some Dawn soap and I wash out my sink. And then also whenever I use my cast iron pan, I'll take the time to clean it out at this time as well.
These skies have a different light, white noise that keeps me up at night. I can't help but think back to you. I wish that I could find a face that I would recognize. I replay the memory of you. It's been hard, you know I wanted to stay, caught us off guard, but there was no other way. Did you wait? 'Cause I've been counting the days, and I'm calling up to say I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. And I know that it's time with you, but I'm coming home. Hold on to my.
Next, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe down the countertops and also the top of the stove. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I use Windex to do this. It's because we have some allergies in our house, and a lot of cleaning products are just too strong for the allergies in our house. And I find that Windex does a really good job of cleaning these types of countertops, and then it doesn't bother anybody's allergies. So when I want to disinfect, I will just also take a Clorox wipe or a Lysol wipe and wipe the surfaces down as well. But the Windex is really good for just everyday cleaning. Does anyone else use a million rags when they clean? I feel like I have one for every single thing. One for dishes and one for wood surfaces, one for the kitchen counters and one for the bathroom. I always have so many rags going when I clean. So now I'm moving on to the dining room and giving the dining room table a wipe down and replacing the flowers from when we ate dinner the night before. I always take those off the table. And then I'm going to move on to putting away the presents. These are actually from Father's Day. They just sat there for a while, and the ottomans go outside. And then I am going to break down this big box for recycling. We don't have recycling that comes to our house, but we do have a place where there are a bunch of dumpster containers that you can take recycling to. So that's what I'll do with this. So I'm just cutting it into pieces so that I can fit it into my car easily and take it to those dumpsters. Now I'm going to tackle taking the things down to the basement that are laying by the basement door. I have a very bad habit of laying things next to surfaces in order to take them to a different level of the house. And then I'm moving on to laundry. I just have one load to fold right now, but I do have some more in the laundry. Laundry is a chore for me that is never ending, and I absolutely hate it. So I do put it off, which is not good, and it results in a lot of wrinkled clothes, but it's my least favorite chore ever. Do you guys have a chore that you absolutely hate doing? If so, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. So let me know if there's anything you hate doing and put off doing, or just you have to like psych yourself up in order to do that chore. I'd just love to hear about it so that I know I'm not alone. How do you guys fold the clothes that you want to put in a dresser? I ended up getting this little shirt folder from Amazon a few years ago, and it has really been a game changer for folding things that we put on shelves or in dressers as well. It's just a lot quicker than the way I used to hand fold them. I'll link it below just in case anybody's interested, but I'm curious to know what other people do. Before I had this, I just folded it the way I used to when I worked at a clothing store. It's a very similar shape. I ended up doing it by hand. So I'd love to know how you do it. Next, we are finally moving on to this fort. My daughter built this, and it had been up for a week before we took it down. And that's about as long as I can take having a fort in my living room. She would have kept it up forever, but the problem is nobody can see the TV from that corner of the room, and it ends up taking up kitchen chairs and just space. And at a certain point, I also like to vacuum. So a week is my limit, and it had been a week. So now it's coming down. So now I'm just going to fold all of the sheets that she used, and some of them will actually go in the laundry because the cats were laying on them. And then she also put up these twinkle lights that I had gotten for Christmas. And so those I had to wind up and put away. That was probably the longest process of this, was putting away those lights and actually putting them out in the first place. But it was kind of cute because she'd light it up every time she would go under there, and then she'd read a book or play on her iPad or whatever. She had a whole setup underneath there with her sleeping bag and her stuffed animals and stuff. It was really cute. So I'm glad she did it, but it was time for it to come down. So we're just picking up all the little things that are left over from underneath the fort and just a couple of extra things that she had brought down as well.
Still know you meet me at home. Meet me at home. When I can't decide and the fear leaves me blind, you always will lead me through. If you need me at the wrong time, throw it all out by the wayside.
Moving on to the couch, this is literally how my couch looks every night before I go to bed, and I don't bother picking it up at night. We have a whole night routine that doesn't have anything to do with picking up, so I always do this in the morning. I will pick up all the blankets that we used to watch TV with. We all like to cuddle underneath blankets, so that is a big thing for us is throw blankets. So I'm just going to pick those up and then also straighten out all the pillows so that it looks neat again. Moving on to this armchair over on the other side of my living room, I'm going to straighten up the big chunky blanket. I don't know if any of you have these for your homes as well, but I have the worst time trying to get it to look right on that chair. Next, I'm just going to give everything a wipe down on the entertainment center. I like to wipe down all the shelves and the TV daily because it just collects dust so easily. And one of the last things I'm going to do is take care of the floor. So I'm going to use our vacuum and I'm going to vacuum our whole kitchen, dining room, and living room. I do not always vacuum the kitchen and the dining room. On the days I don't vacuum, I use a broom to sweep, and then I will mop as well. But when I do vacuum the living room, I just vacuum everything because I find it gets a lot of things up that a broom does not get. And then we also have a couple of carpets, so it's good for that as well.
I promise, now's not the right time. Yeah, I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. Look away so you won't see, 'cause the pain is in my eyes. Feels like I could break it any moment and shatter your insides. If you feel my mind, call me all night long. Try to give you hints that are hard to see. Right on the line, no. Losing it on you's the last thing I know. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. I promise, now's not the right time. Yeah, I don't wanna fight with you. I would rather lie to you. I would rather lie. I would rather lie. I don't wanna fight. I would rather lie to you. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. Yeah, I don't wanna fight with you.
Now moving on to our half bath, I am just going to wipe down the mirror, the counter, and then also the surfaces of the toilet, and then empty our small trash can as well. And my last chore for the day is mopping. I got this Cedar Mop just a couple of months ago and I really love it. You fill the container, I don't know what you call it, the tub, and when you dip the mop in, you just use your foot to actually spin it and wring it out, and it has a removable mop head so that I can wash the mop head in the washing machine, and this has been such a really great mop. So if you are looking for anything, I highly recommend this. I can link it below. I got it from Amazon. It was around $30, but I highly recommend this mop. But that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed and got some cleaning motivation. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more videos from me. I will see you in my next video.